Farm. We do a weekly Q&A every Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so that's what we're doing now. If you can, I would really appreciate if you let me know if you can hear me. And I have decided that, number one, I'm going to go over any announcements first, and then I'll just quickly let you know how we do it every week. But long story short, if you have any Coturnix quail questions as far as selling or breeding or genetics or raising or anything like that, feel free to ask. We have a lot of people that come on and let us know where they're from. It's always fun to see where all the other people are. So we do that as well. And we also do hatch rates. So if you've purchased from us, you can come on here every Sunday live and let us know how it went. And that gets pretty exciting as well. So first and foremost, please let me know if you can hear me. I did start a little earlier this morning, or this evening, just because I've been having some major technical difficulties all day, but hopefully they are all fixed. Before we start, if you could hit the like button, I would really appreciate it. That would be absolutely wonderful for me. And I've got a couple things that we're gonna do. There's one big thing. I should have it ready to go and ready to share by next Sunday, so I'm pretty excited about that. I've got some other things coming up, and the biggest question I've had all week is, yes, the website does have hatching eggs back on the website. Most of our colors are back on except for a couple, and this Saturday about 2 o'clock, maybe a little earlier, we will have jumbo wilds and jumbo Egyptians back on the website. But again, if you let me know if you have any questions, I will be happy to answer the best of my ability, and we'll go from there. We do have a great amount of people that show up every week to hang out, which I really appreciate, and I hope they are learning something and have a little bit of fun. And if I don't know the answer, or if I'm not familiar with it, they do a wonderful job helping out. So it's kind of like a community-based video, but unfortunately you have to look at me the whole time. So I apologize about that. But we will get started. Hello from Lithuania. I think that is the first time. So welcome, very excited. Odessa, Texas is in the house. Welcome. Greetings from North Carolina. You can't hear me. That's great. Sounds good. Wonderful. Lovin' Life at Home. Hello from Whidbey Island, Washington. Welcome back. Hear you just fine. Good to see you, brother. Welcome, Ben. Bill from Michigan. Welcome. Tanya from Southern Indiana. Welcome. Let's see. Monica. First ever hatch, 76%. Super thrilled. Wonderful. That's great. That's a little above our average for the year on shipped eggs. So you did wonderful. Congratulations. Great job. Mike from Arkansas, Ozarks. Welcome. I had a 4-week-old, very healthy, didn't see any problems, and it died overnight. Has me confused. Hello from Texas. Welcome, Christopher Moore. Okay, so a lot of people aren't going to like this answer, and I will try to explain it to the best of my ability, because I do get quite a bit of questions about that. So having some chick fatality is going to be normal. The thing is if you lose, let's say you hatch out 100 and you lose 5 in the first 5 days and it stops, okay, that's about normal. Now if you're past day 7 and you're still losing a chick a day, that prevents a problem. Also, if you're losing 5, I don't know, 3, 4, 5 quail a day and you can't figure out why, then that could be a problem. Usually, not always, usually it has just a small little something to change, and it all gets fixed. So I can try to help you as much as I can. Unfortunately, with one, it's just hard to say. It could be a million different things, and without seeing a couple different scenarios, I don't know. So I hate to tell you that I don't know, and I hate to not be able to help. Unfortunately, I would just need a lot more information about it. Typically, I can figure it out if it's, um, you know, a group of them, depending on where they died, what they look like, how old they were, what the situation is. I can kind of figure it out. But it's just, if it's just one or two chicks, then it's really hard to say. But the first step in troubleshooting always is making sure that they have food and water as close to the heat source as possible. Also making sure that they have clean water and plenty of food, making sure that it's a good feed, and it can't hurt to put electrolytes in the water. That always boosts them up a little bit and helps them tremendously. And you would need to watch them a little bit because the heat is another big source, and they'll tell you what they need. And we've kind of discussed that before, so if you have questions about that, you can ask. Before I go further, if you can, I'd really appreciate it if you hit the like button. I've got a moth in here, it's driving me crazy. So like button would be very appreciated, but we will move on. Monica from Arkansas. She's well, me too, I get it. Abel, thumbs up. Thank you for showing up, I appreciate it. Sheila, hello from the Finger Lakes in New York, welcome. Jen from Walla Walla, I believe that's in Washington, I believe. Welcome. Montana's in the house, North Carolina. Utah, welcome. New Hampshire, welcome. Is it possible to preserve quail eggs the same as chicken eggs via water glassing or coating with mineral oil for long-term storage? I would assume, um, but I don't keep anything long-term storage. We've never tried that. We always recommend 2 weeks for edible, 2 weeks for eating once they're laid, and 7 days for hatching. Obviously, you can hatch them and they're 10 days old and you'll still get a decent hatch, but fertility, it seems as though fertility does drop off a little bit after day 7. But maybe somebody has some experience with that. So I would keep an eye on the comments. So if any of you have experience with long-term storage for eggs, feel free to let them know. Mr. Black from Southern Utah, welcome. Baran, welcome. Chicago's in the house. Alabama is as well. Michael says, hey, we had a quail break a wing, 5-week-old. We tried wrapping it, but that just came off. Should we just leave him alone? He will probably be called in 3 weeks as we have too many males. It depends on, I mean, if it depends on the situation. It's kind of your call. If it's bad at all, I just call them right away. But if they hurt their foot, or if they have bumblefoot, or if they have this or they have that, then typically I wait until it's ready to butcher. It just depends on how he's acting. Hello from Kissimmee, Florida. I've been there a couple different times on vacation. Great place. Salvador from Puerto Rico, welcome. Hamilton, Ohio, right in the backyard, welcome. Magnolia, Texas is here, welcome. What do you think? Let's see. I know people say to grind feed to almost dust for nearly hatched quail. Would making a mash be another solution? Also, for added protein, can you add ground mealworms? Our highest protein locally is 24. Yes, you can add mealworms. That will increase the protein. I have never, no, we've done it once. We don't grind any feed. They really don't need it. I've seen more issues with grinding the feed than I have not grinding the feed. We do a crumble, and a crumble works wonderful. Obviously, if all you can get is, pellets or something like that, then obviously, you'll have to ground it. However, a mash would be better, in my opinion. A mash would be better. But You can do all three. It's personal choice or personal preference, and mealworms are a wonderful way to increase that, yes. Um, Real quick, what are some of the things that you have in stock? We have the SSCs back in stock. We have the German pastel collection back in stock. We have pansies, sparklies, uh, pearls, um, growfies. We have the variety choice, which is always fun. We have the black tie affair, which is multiple colors of tuxedos. I think I think we have Scarlets and Tibetans back on, I believe. We have Golds and Autumn Ambers back on. I think there's one or two more, but I can't think off the top of my head. But whatever's not on, except for two colors next week, will be back on. So I know I didn't put Rosetta's back on. I know I didn't put Fab Fees back on. I've got a couple more orders to get out on those. But everything else is about, we're almost caught up. So we're looking at about 5 to 6 days out right now, which is much better than what it used to be. So I'm feeling much better about that. Again, if you can hit the like button, I'd really appreciate it. Thank you very much. Let's see. Hi from Ohio, welcome. J. Michael Jones says hello. Western Washington, Kid and Garden Farms, welcome. Mason's Homestead from the UK is here, thank you. Cameron is asking Mr. Black a question if he is still there. Do you use, I'm assuming Listerine, or anything else on hatching eggs? We do not. We used to. We have found that we get a better hatch rate not doing it. Again, a lot of this stuff is a personal preference thing. We did it for years and it was fine. I decided just to see what it would be like after, or not doing it. And 3 or 4 went by and we had a little bit better of a hatch. So I don't do it anymore, but it just depends on what the eggs look like. We don't really use dirty eggs in the incubator. I don't put them in at all anyway. But if they are kind of, you know, dusty or dirty or poopy or whatever, then Listerine can't hurt. Good question. I have one hen prolapse. She seemed to heal up. I have a running issue in my bird room. She seems pretty content. I have her running loose in my bird room. She seems pretty content. Is there any hope for her, or should I call? Typically, they'll fix themselves for the most part. I would add some electrolytes to the water and make sure you have a high calcium. Maybe add some oyster shells for a little bit. That'll help them lay the eggs. And yeah, most of the time they fix themselves within a couple of days. Sometimes within 24 hours if you catch it. I've had one of my largest jumbos that we had in the old barn prolapsed, and it looked pretty bad. So I took her out, put it in a separate cage, gave her electrolytes, put rooster booster in the feed. I mean, I did everything. And gave her some extra oyster shells, and she was fine the next morning. I've done that a couple different times, and it's worked within 12 hours. So I highly recommend that. Sometimes they don't. It just depends on the age. It depends on a lot of factors, but most of the time you can fix it. Auburn, Michigan is in the house. Welcome. Oak Harbor, Ohio. Welcome. I don't know where Oak Harbor is. I'm assuming up north. John from Alabama. 52 fertile at lockdown out of 60. 42 hatch, 80%. 70% out of all the 60 eggs. Wonderful. Congratulations. When I do my numbers, I only do what you ordered, not what you bought, or not what I sent, because we always send extras just in case. But I only do what you actually purchased. So I will take that 80%. I will make a note of that and keep it up for the records. Also, before we go any further, I started on it this week. Somebody had messaged me and gave me a great idea about how to do a much better, thorough way of keeping track of hatch uh, percentages from shipped eggs. I think it's a great idea. I did sign up for it, downloaded a bunch of stuff. I am 40% the way there. So I'm pretty excited about that. But it will mainly be like a 3-question survey. It'll be what you ordered, how many you ordered, and the hatch rate, things like that. So I'm pretty excited about that. So John, if you can let me know what you ordered, that would be helpful as well. 42 out of 50. Excellent. But thank you for letting me know, and congratulations. You did a great job. Remember when you get a chance to send me the picture of the incubating chart. Oh, crap. I did find it, and I thought, oh, I should send that. And then I didn't have my phone on me, and then I forgot. But I do know where it is. So if you want to text me, oh, another announcement, I will not have my phone on me tomorrow. It is going to be a major cleanup day on the farm. There's a lot of things that just kind of let go just because we've been so busy. And I really, really, really want to get caught up since tomorrow's not a shipping day, since it's Memorial Day. And so I will not be working on my phone at all tomorrow because I've got to get that stuff done. And I don't think people understand how much time consuming that is, you know, always answering and things like that. And then I feel bad and then I get overwhelmed and blah, blah. But I'm just gonna I'm gonna have my phone turned off first thing in the morning. I'm gonna leave it in the bedroom and we'll see if I keep breathing. So, but yes, if you want to remind me, you can text me and I will send that to you on Tuesday because I do know where it's at now. Hello from Texas, welcome. Wortham, Texas. Centerville, Iowa is in the house, welcome Iowa. Mr. Black, I know these types are all the same species, but do you notice any personality difference between colors? Any calmer or easier to handle? I have young kids wondering if any variety better with kids. Very good question. Not really. The whites seem to be like if you put them together in a mixed cage or something. Once they're mature, the whites seem to get beat up a little bit. I don't know what that's all about, but they're definitely not aggressive. I've heard a lot of people say that whites are very aggressive. I have not experienced that. No, they're pretty docile. I would say Rosettas and Tibetans are probably the most docile, but they're all pretty chill for the most part. I mean, you'll get that crazy one, but I usually like the crazy ones. Good question though. Hey, have you ever tried to sex link by hatching round pointed eggs? I heard that pointy egg is male and opposite is female. I noticed that quail lay 50-50. No, that is a myth, unfortunately. If it was true, then that would be awesome. But it is not. Yeah, it's not true. I've seen videos that people swear by that, but I don't believe so. John was Jumbo Wilds. Wonderful, thank you. That was the 40. Wonderful, thank you. Do you think you will be shipping my eggs this week? I ordered May 13th. No rush, just curious. Rich Ross. I don't know. I don't remember. Yeah, they'd have to go out this week unless they're the 2 colors that I got a problem with, that are not back on the website. If you want to text me, and I'll look. I'll probably work on my phone a little tonight just to get caught up. A little bit. Usually after this, we have family night, and I already feel bad because they start without me. But we did have family night another night this week, which was nice. So I'll work on my phone a little bit. If I don't get to it, I will definitely let you know. By Tuesday, we are not hatching, or we're not shipping out until Tuesday anyway. But I will let you know as soon as I can. I just need to know what you ordered, and then I'll be able to look it up for you. Melania Belk. Good evening. Do you feed your quail fermented feed? I do not. I did see that Coternic's Corner did a video recently about fermented feed, so you can check that out. But we tried it once a long time ago, just try it, and it, we have too many quail. we got a lot, so we don't do it. I sexed last week, finished as you did, so I couldn't report. It was roughly 50-50, maybe 11 males and 8 females, but I'm not surprised as it was all straight run order. Still beautiful birds. Anyhow, wonderful. Last week. They're probably still a little young. Hopefully you'll get 1 or 2 more. Yeah, it really is you just don't know. But we try to give you a variety of colors, and hopefully you got a good mix. How do you ferment? I just mentioned that. Coternic's Corner just did a video on fermented feed that I would check out. They are on YouTube, and that should help you out with that. Just getting started. First batch in the incubator, sex link, but interested in others. Wonderful. 17 days ago I separated eggs, and today 200 hatched. Hope my experiment will be successful. Good luck. My Tibetan quails shipped this weekend. Looking forward to hatching in southern Texas. Welcome, and good luck. The Tibetans always seem to do very, very well for me. So I've got high hopes, but please keep me posted. Absolutely. Hello from Eastern Kentucky. Welcome. Hello from Newicky's Chickies in Edgefield, South Carolina. I like the name. Got our order. Great packaging. Thank you. Need help finding coated wire for cage floor, and what size wire holes would you recommend? We do 1/2 by 1/2 on the floor, and no. Do we do quarter? No. We do 1/2 by 1/2 on the floor. We do. 1/2 by 1/2 on the floor, and we bought ours. You can Tractor Supply, Rural King, Menards. Sometimes they have to order it. Sometimes you can just buy it online, but that's where we got ours. Hello from Australia. Welcome. Learning so much from you guys, plus Terry. Wonderful. Thank you very much. I'm very excited about the Coternic's Corner thing, and I've got some great things coming up on that for sure. Let's see. Hello from Arizona. Welcome. Can you give eggshells to increase calcium level? Yes, you can. Absolutely. Crushed eggshells will do that. I have been on the hunt for some Pharaohs. Jumbo Browns or Italians? Must be pretty high ticket item. They are. The Jumbo Wilds will be back on the website a week from, or this coming up Saturday, midday. And the Italians are on the website now. So I'm very excited about that. Hello from Franklin, North Carolina. How close are the Jumbos from being able to be ordered? Gotcha. This coming up Saturday, I will have them back on the website. I believe that my last order will be going out on Thursday, which will give me a couple days to recover. But I wanted a couple days before I put them back on, just in case my numbers are wrong, because math is hard. Mr. Black, I have a tux that's, oh, not to me. Hello from Michigan. Welcome. I was gifted a number of bobwhite quail and don't have a space for a second cage. Can I house them with my Coternic safely? I've never done it. I know that you can. I don't know how much room you need for each or how that works, but I know that it's possible. Sorry. If somebody has experience with that, then feel free to let Derek know. Hi, also, can I order quails from you? Yes, we have most of the hatching eggs back on the website now. We've got the variety choice, the rare package. I don't know, I think all but 3 colors are back on, I think. And then the Jumbo Wilds and Jumbo Egyptians will be back on this coming up Saturday. And the Jumbo White and the Sex Links. Or not. They're not going to be back on anytime soon. uh, Doug, I believe you can. I would like confirmation. Um, I can't say the word. Can I use dolomitic lime for added calcium? I believe you can. I believe Jenna did it before, but that was when I was working full time and I wasn't really too much involved in the barn then. I believe so. But if anybody has experience with that, feel free to share. But I believe so. Also, the kids are very persistent tamers. Going slow is definitely the key skill for them to work on. Absolutely. Slow and steady wins the race. I completely agree. Before I go any further, if you can, I'd really appreciate if you hit the like button. Thanks. Moving along, Sammy from Brownsville, Texas. Welcome. Hello from North Carolina, Matt. How many chicks per square foot do you recommend in a brooder? Good question. We do six quail per square foot in the brooder, and we do 3.5 quail per square foot in the cages. So 3 to 4 quail, but we do 3.5 because there is a method to my madness. Hey, Zach here, but a little late from H-Town. Welcome. Thanks for showing up, Ray. I appreciate it. Leah from Central Minnesota. Welcome. Rose Cold Rake, Heather. What is the height of your jumbo cages versus standard quote? What is the height? They're all the same height. We don't do any height difference. Actually, all the cages are the exact same, but we actually do 3 quail per square foot. Is that right? Yes. We do 3 quail per square foot in the jumbos no matter what. 3.5 quail for everything else. Good question. What should I do if I have too many males? Eat them, butcher them, sell them. Males are male sets. So we sell male sets online. We started doing it for a couple different reasons. We sell to a lot of dog trainers. We sell to reptile breeders. We sell to wildlife reserves. We sell to people that just want to butcher. Get their hands into or get comfortable with it before they start hatching out process and all that. But another really big reason why we started having the male sets on the website, I think it's 6 males for 18 bucks, is because males are ideal for the breeding program. You want very specific males, you want really good males for the breeding program. The males, obviously we recommend a 5-to-1 ratio, so 5 hens to 1 male, which means that male's genes are going to go into 5 of your layers, rather than 1 egg a day from a hen. So the hens are always exciting, but the males is very detrimental to a breeding program. So that's actually picked up quite a bit, and not too much longer I'll actually have to be pulling the males off the website because we'll be out. But that's another big reason why. So keep an eye on that. Also, we switch out our males twice a year because they're kind of all about it real fast and then they kind of lose steam. Whereas hens are very consistent layers, males are not. So we switch those out. Again, if you have any questions about Coturnix Quail, feel free to ask. If you're new or just joined, feel free to let us know where you're at. Is always exciting. And if you have a hatch rate from us this week that you've purchased, let us know. It's very exciting. Still a little scary, but exciting nonetheless. And I need to know the numbers. So it works out for everybody. Sweet, you will have some jumbos. Do you think you will have some breeding sets? I will not have breeding sets for quite a while. I stopped putting eggs in just because we were so behind on eggs. And I had the choice to either put a bunch in and hold off on selling eggs or just start selling the eggs back on the website. And I've been out of stock for quite a while. And so I decided to put them on. but we will be back on track this week. So long story short, the goal is to always put in 600 eggs a week of just whatever I've got. And we did that for most of the year, but the past 4 weeks we just decided, you know what, we got to get these egg orders out. These people are waiting. Let's just get this done. So we'll be starting that back up this week. So obviously I won't be putting them in until next week. They take 18 days to hatch. They take 3 weeks to grow out before I can ship them. So we're looking at about 6 to 8 weeks on live birds. And I do believe, I'll have to check after this, I do believe I sold one of the last teen sets that are on the website, so I'll be pulling those. But I wanted everybody to get their eggs, so that was important. Very good question. I have a few quail that I can't seem to figure out their coloring. Would I be able to send you the pictures to get some help? I watched your color Q&As from 6 months ago, so I figured most, but not all. That would not be a problem. You can message me on Facebook, Myshire Farm or Zach Green. My logo is SSCs, a picture of a group of silvers. Or you can text me at 937-760-7282. I do see that we have quite a bit more people on right now, so just in case you missed it, tomorrow is Memorial Day. I am going to be doing some things with the family, as well as cleaning up a bunch of stuff on the farm that kind of gets neglected just because of how busy things are and how crazy things are. So I will not be on my phone at all tomorrow. It's just going to be a day for things that are just stressing me out. And then I'll come inside at night and look at my phone and stress out then, so it'll never end. But I will not be answering my phone tomorrow. I will be doing a couple tonight, but not very many, because it is family night after this. And then, so if you message me, I'll get with you on Tuesdays, long story short. But yeah, you can feel free to text me the colors. 937-760-7282. I said that a little fast. 937-760-7282. And I can try to help you out with that. Again, if you have any questions, you can feel free to ask. I would really appreciate it if you hit that like button for me. Thank you. I'd really appreciate it. I did get 3 questions this week, and obviously 2 of them had watched the Q&A from last week, because they said, hey, how about the next game you tell us what your top seller is and what your lowest seller is. And I thought that was pretty interesting. So I did get the numbers. I kind of knew in my head, but I did want to go back and check. So if you want to know the top 3 sellers as far as colors go in hatching eggs from Myshire Farm, I need you to hit the like button. And that'll be the first little contest thing before we end. So once we get to 70 likes, I will let you know the top 3 in order. So I thought that would be kind of fun, but I cannot take credit for that. I had multiple people give me that idea. So thank you. Hi, do you sell it on eggs? I do not. We have them. For a while, they'll just be in the mixed variety sets. I will be using them in the mixed eggs, but I'm really looking for a specific thing, and I'm not gonna sell them until I have exactly what I want, and I don't have exactly what I want. Kiki is in the house. Welcome. I am glad you're here. Thank you. Ricky, I have a question. Look like at Texas A&M, but it also has big spots on its back. Sounds like a panda to me. A panda is okay. So a jumbo white bird is all white. Some of them have a black spot on the top of their head. Some don't. So jumbo whites are pretty much pure white, except for maybe a little dot on the head. Tuxedos they typically look like penguins. So for example, the best looking tuxedos I have are the scarlet tuxedos. So they're scarlet, which is a reddish color, all down the back, but all in the front. The face, the chest, and the belly are all white, so it looks like a tuxedo, right? A panda is kind of a cross between the two. So it's not quite a tuxedo, but it's definitely not a white, but there are markings on the back, so that would be a panda, is what it sounds like to me. Which you could probably get if you have white birds in um, with color males, or vice versa. How tall does a brooder need to be? Um, Not very. um, Ours, I think ours are 18 inches. I'm 90% sure ours are 18 inches. Um, but yeah, it could be a whole lot smaller than that. But that's what we were comfortable with. It could be a whole lot bigger than that. But that's what we were comfortable with. At 18 inches, maybe 1 in 5,000 end up hitting their head really hard on the top. Um, and, not making it. But I mean, very rarely, and usually it's because I spooked them or, something like that. They weren't ready for me or something like that. How tall are your cages? How tall are the cages? They are, don't know. Um, 12, 14, 16. They're a little bit smaller than the brooders. I think they're 14 inches, but I could be wrong. That would be a really good question for Katernik's Corner, though, and I know that he's in the house. So when you make your brooders, Terry, or not brooders, but cages, how tall do you make yours? I believe we put ours at 14 inches, I think. We've had so many different styles of cages. I can't remember. Sorry. From Rhode Island, welcome, Julio. Are there jumbo wilds in the mixed hatching eggs? There are wilds in that. Yes, I've got a couple jumbo wilds. They're about 11, between 10 and 12 ounces. Because I don't use those for our jumbo wild hatching eggs. I do put those in the mixed cages that I have, just because that'll increase the size, and they don't need to go to waste. Doug says, when will Papa be back on? I am not too sure. It is warm out. It is starting to get nicer out, and there's a lot to do on this farm. So I don't know, but I will be talking to Terry Tuesday, and I'm hoping that Katernik's Corner and myself will be able to go onto his channel once a month and do a Q&A on there. And I think you could do that, but I do know Papa will be back. It's just a lot of stuff going on. A lot of stuff going on. That wasn't to me. Brian says hello from New Hampshire. Welcome. What did your business look like when you were profiting $3,000 per month? Your pie slices, amount of birds, etc. Sharpened Iron Ministries. I don't know if I ever said that we were doing that. Hope I didn't. Pie slices, we have mentioned pie slices before. You need a variety of slices in your pie when you're selling. So obviously we do sell quite a bit of hatching eggs online, and we ship quite a bit. Our pickups are not as large, but they are a piece, and we make sure that we continue that. Our corporate accounts are a little bit less than our hatching eggs we sell out, but they're pretty close. Our males, that has a whole different pie chart as far as how we sell those. So as many avenues as you can go down. And then I would try to make the chart as even as possible. for about 3 months, finding out what margin is better for you and how you can sell them consistently, and then kind of divide your pie chart by that. I need 5 more likes before I tell you the top 3 sellers of hatching eggs at Myshire Farm. So if you can hit the like button 5 more times, I would appreciate it. And it looks like my son is watching, which is kind of interesting because I thought he was swimming. Nope, guess they came in. Hi, buddy. And they never watch me, which is also very weird and sad, really, but I guess they get enough of me. I lost where I'm at. Oh, do you think that quails can get big on 24% protein? I think that they would do fine on 24% protein, but I would prefer to be at about 27%, if not a little bit higher. You can add mealworms and things like that to increase the protein. But they'll be healthy. They just won't get as large, but they'll do fine. I'd like to order a male or 2 and the rest female. Female black and white, also blonde. Please let me know how. Thanks. Our hens will be 6 to 8 weeks out. Our males, I do have some still available to ship out in the next 2 weeks. But yeah, I'm not going to have any hens for about 6 to 8 weeks. I stopped putting any in to ship out just because I got so behind on hatching egg orders and I hated it. So we just decided to scrap the whole 600 eggs a week to put in to ship out. And we use those eggs to get more and more orders out so that I could put them back on the website and stress out all over again, because that's what I do. But yeah, unfortunately it'll be 6 to 8 weeks on the live birds. I apologize. Hey from Virginia, 32 hatched out of 58 jumbo eggs, so 64% out of the 50 I ordered. It's okay unshipped. I like 74 better, but that's alright. Congratulations on the hatched Bart. Love to have a male white and panda. Hope, hope, hope. You know, I've got quite a bit of males to go through right now. I don't know what I've got, but I know I've got about 300 in there left. I know about 100 of them are sold, though. I'll have to go through that. Alina from Northeast Ohio, welcome. How much do you sell male quails for? Very good question. We sell them for $3 each, plus shipping. I really appreciate your channel, thank you, and all the work you guys do. Thank you. I love your conveyor cages. Thanks for helping my family and I be more self-sufficient. That is the whole goal. I am glad you feel that you are more self-sufficient. I'm glad that you were striving to be more self-sufficient, and that is one of the best compliments that that I could have. So thank you very much. I appreciate it. Sorry this has taken so long. We ordered 25 quail, and these are our first 17 hatched and are very healthy. Good job. They are very healthy and about 4 weeks old now. We are from central Indiana. Congratulations. Oh, I don't think I wrote down the other one. I did write down the other one. Okay. So 17 out of the 25. I'll take that. I like it. And congratulations. There's 2 major steps in raising quail, and that's the whole hatching process, which is hard, and not hard, but stressful. And then the first 7 days. The first 7 days of chicks are just, you gotta tend to them. After they're 7 days old, they do so well on their own, and they pretty much take care of themselves. But that up until day 7 is always a little rough sometimes. 12 inches tall in the cages and brooders, yeah. Ours is a little bit higher, but yeah, 12 inches would be fine. Not for me. Can I feed my quail oranges? I don't recommend it. Nothing citrus. It wouldn't kill them, but it gives them bad diarrhea, and I'm sure they don't feel well, and you know, you really want your quail to be happy, because happy quail equals more eggs. So, what are the dimensions of your brooders? Oh, that's a great question. Have no idea. Couldn't guess. But I can tell you that I recommend 6 quail per square foot. Um, so it really doesn't matter. I mean, you can make it whatever you want. I would just recommend 6 quail per square foot. Um, Before I go any further, again, if you have any questions, feel free to ask, but we are over 70 likes, so I am going to tell you the top 3 sellers, and then we'll do another contest for the bottom. So the top 3 sellers are Jumbo Wilds, by a lot, SSCs, by a lot, and then actually it was the mixed variety choice, but I took that one out because that one's kind of cheating, you know, because the mixed variety choice is just, I mean, I think that's the best bang for your buck just because you get a bunch of varieties and it's kind of cool, but it's kind of cheating, so I took that one out. And then I found out that the 4th one was the rare variety pack, and I'm like, well, okay, well, I got to take the rare variety pack out. So anyways, our 3rd most popular one are pearls, by a lot. Um, the Jumbo Wilds and the SSCs are really high on that list. And then pearls drop off. And then there's another drop off for everything else, except for the 2 mixes. The rare mix and the variety choice mix do really well as well. But I thought that was kind of interesting. Thanks for hitting the like button. If I haven't said it, or if I said it and you weren't here, thank you for showing up. I really appreciate it. So thank you. And if you can hit that like button, that would really help us. And let's say 90, and I will give you the bottom 2. So once we hit 90 likes, I'll let you know the bottom 2 that we that sell the least. Not that they're bad, but the least amount. Hi from New York City. Welcome. How soon after my birds started laying eggs can I put them in the incubator? They are 8 weeks old and just started laying. Thank you so much. Wonderful. It could be as little as 3 days. I always wait 7. So I eat them for the first 7 days, or use them for eating eggs, or something like that. But it could be as early as 3 days. Is it possible to order a few specific species and sexes? Is it possible to order a few specific... I'm going to assume that you're talking about the males, or the live birds, and typically, yes, the males you can still. However, I will not have any hens available for 6 to 8 weeks. Sorry. Hey everyone, new subscriber. Thanks, appreciate it. That's another thing. By the way, I need 10 likes, and then I will reveal the bottom of the list for popularity on colors, which is kind of interesting. But also, you can also hit that subscription like. That would be pretty cool too. And if you're going to subscribe to us, I would recommend you checking out Gaternic's Corner as well. And I would just subscribe because they're amazing. So I would just do it. Hey everyone, new subscriber. I'm on day 18 and 5 birds out of the 30 hatched yesterday. Do you recommend I take them out quickly, or should I wait for more to hatch? Thanks for all the great info. I'm a little concerned, that only 5 have hatched on day 18. If you can let me know what your humidity and temperature is, I might be able to help you out. But I recommend keeping the chicks in there for 24 hours to answer that question. Can I give fish to my quails? Should it be cooked or raw? I want them to eat more fish oil so they can produce healthier eggs. Never done it. I don't know. If someone has given them that, then feel free to comment, but I don't have experience with that, so I apologize. Hi, Zach. Got the eggs Thursday. Good. And the incubator Friday. Wonderful. 120 Jumbo Wilds, 25 SSC, 25 Scarlet Tucks. I remember getting that order together. So good luck, and keep us posted. Can you talk louder? I can try to talk louder. My throat's starting to hurt. Usually at about 40, 45 minutes is when my throat starts to give out on me. That felt pretty good though. All right, so I just realized I need 7 more likes, number 1, and I am kind of rambling because we're at 50 minutes, so I'm going to start rushing now. I can move closer, and hopefully that'll help as well. I was asking about the profit because that's what we need to generate per month to quit my job. I was trying to get some idea if it is possible to make $3,000 per month working 30 to 40 hours per week. It's possible. It's a lot of work. You could do it. I'm assuming you meant if it's possible to make $3,000 per month working 30 to 40. If you're wanting to work 30 to 40 hours per week with just Quail and make $3,000 profit, no, I don't think so. Could. I mean, I wouldn't know how to do that. But, I mean, it's possible. But making $3,000 profit, that's quite a bit of money, profit-wise, coming in every month. And only working 30 to 40 hours a week is... I wouldn't be able to do it. But I put in, I don't know, what's 12 times 7? Well, let's do 10 times 7. So I'm going to say about 70 hours a week to be safe. Sometimes maybe 60, sometimes 80 to 85, maybe more. So I put, we're going to say, to be on safe side, I put in about 70 hours a week. That does include the Quail barn, that does include advertising and selling, and that does include my phone time, and that includes anything and everything concerning the business itself, inventory and all that stuff. Plus I've got George that works 40 hours a week, and I would say about 35 of those are in the Quail barn. Plus I have Jenna 2 days a week, well, about 3 days a week, and she does a lot of the back end stuff, plus helps down in the barn. So we put a lot of hours in. We put a lot of hours in. So it can be good money and it can be good profit. I don't want to discourage anybody from that. But it's not a... It's a lot of consistent work. It is a lot of consistent work. It's, you know, we do the poop every day. We, you know, make boxes every day. We do foamers every day. We collect eggs every day. We ship out every day. I mean, it's just, you know, feed, water, cleaning brooders. I mean, it's just, you can't really get caught up because as soon as you do it in 3 days, you got to do it again. Or in our case, we try to do everything almost every day. That doesn't always happen, and we obviously get behind sometimes, but yeah, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work, but it is doable. The profit is there if you're willing to put in the time, is my thought on it. So that's what I thought. Let's see. Do you sell quail egg scissors? We do. They are also on the website. Your color Q&A said to make tuxedos, you need a male color and a female white. That is how we do it, yes. Using this, could I theoretically make an Italian or gold Manchurian tuxedo? Yes, I've got a couple. They're pretty cool. Very hard to duplicate, but they are pretty cool. I actually had them separate, and we were going to work on them with the research. However, my 4 cages for research are already full, and I really needed that cage for more mixed eggs because it's hard to keep up, so I put them in population. But once I get one of these research cages into a colony cage, then I'll definitely be working on that because I think they're fun. Do you have males in stock? We do. I need 4 more likes before I finish to let you know what our bottom sellers are. Not that they're bad, just the lowest ones. But I thought that would be kind of interesting. Our feed mill only has medicated 28% turkey starter or 28% turkey grower with oyster shells. I don't feel like feeding medicated food. Can the chicks have the food with oyster shells? With oyster shells. Yeah. Yes. The answer is yes. And I would do that option as well. I would do the 28% turkey grower non-medicated. So that's what I would do. But you're definitely on the right track. And to be honest with you, it's a personal choice. There's not really a wrong or right answer. It's a preference, and I prefer not to do medicated feed if I don't have to. If you had to give a very loose estimate, how many people in the USA do you think have a backyard quail flock like most of us? Just curious. I gotta read that again. If you had to give a very loose estimate, it will be. How many people in the USA do you think have a backyard quail flock like most of us? I wouldn't be able to guess. I can tell you this. This would be the best guess I got. We've helped 1,800 customers this year. So we're in almost month 6. Not quite, so we're almost at halfway point. We've helped 1,800 customers. Down point of that is some of those, probably a third, are repeat customers. But that's just me. Plus, everywhere that I know a lot of our customers sell locally. I know it's just not me as a quail farm. I have no idea. A lot. I think the number would blow your mind. I know it would blow mine. So, but we have customers that I've got a customer in a state that is very expensive to live in. The cost of living is very high. They buy our eggs, which I don't feel is cheap, but affordable. I feel like they're a good price. I don't feel like I'm ripping you off. But they buy eggs from us, pay the shipping, and they're able to get, I think, $3 a chick once they hatch out, and they typically average an 80% or higher hatch rate. So they make their money back plus more. Then they're not raising them out, they're not worrying about it, and they enjoy it. I know a lot of people purchase to breed them, and then they'll use their own eggs to keep going. And it really just depends on what your market is and what you're comfortable with. I would say the person that I had mentioned about, ordering the hatching eggs and then hatching them out and just selling them as chicks, she probably has the best business model that I know of, as far as all my customers go. Because she's got it down. She knows exactly what she wants. She does she's very organized. She's got the market. She can make a profit. She doesn't have to deal with the mess, the poop, the brooders, the cages, the watering. She keeps them for less than 24 hours and they're gone. So yeah, I'm pretty impressed with that. I always tell her. Good question though. What does SSC stand for? Good question. It's the Schofield Silver Collection. There was a video on YouTube on how to sex eggs to see if the egg will hatch into the female or the male. I wonder, have you ever tried, or is there a way to see if the bird will be a male or female? Nope, it is a myth. It's not. Nope, you can't do it. You can do it in reptiles. I get that. Get that 100%. Can't do that in, as far as I know, any poultry. I could be wrong. But as far as I know, no poultry you can do that with. Hello from New Mexico. Join late. Well, I'm glad you're here. Thank you for showing up. It looks like the last question. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. We will be getting off shortly. Again, I need 3 likes, and I will let you know that the 3 colors that we sell the least amount of. I did tell you the top 3, which I will refresh, but I need 3 more likes to do so. And if we don't hit the 3 likes this week, then we will do it again next week. Do you ever see yourself having jumbos in other colors besides the wilds and the whites? We already do. We have jumbo wilds, jumbo whites, jumbo Egyptians. I've got one coming out in the next couple of weeks, and I'm working on another one. And yeah, we'll have quite a bit of jumbos in the future in colors. But we'll have at least, I would be very shocked if I don't have 5 different jumbo varieties for you by the end of the year. I would be pretty shocked. That is all the questions. If you have any more questions, feel free to ask. If not, then that is completely fine. Thank you for sharing time with me. Thank you for showing up and supporting me. Thank you for the likes. We did hit 90, so I will let you know. Recap, the top 3 top sellers are Jumbo Wilds by massive amounts. SSCs, which are the Schofield Silver Collections, which are my favorite. And the Pearls, which are a rare color. And they are very pretty. And then the bottom 3, dun dun dun, is, I'll go in order. So the 3rd highest, I guess, the 3rd highest is Autumn Ambers. And it's hard because I said before, and I'm just recapping, but like the Jumbo Wilds are here, and then the Silvers are here, and then, you know, the mixes are pretty much with the Silvers, and the rare mixes are right underneath it, and then the Pearls, and then pretty much everything else. But everything else is like that. I mean, it's difficult. It's very difficult. But number 3 was Autumn Amber, which I don't know why, because I love the Autumn Ambers, and they're feather sexable. So that kind of confuses me a little bit. Maybe I haven't advertised it the right way. I'll have to look at that, because it shouldn't be in the bottom 3. It should be in the middle of the pack. So that confuses me a little bit. The second was Growfies, which are still new, and to be honest with you, pictures don't do them justice. I mean, they are amazing, amazing quail. They're very, very dark. They come in multiple colors. Just the pattern on them is wonderful. Again, probably not advertising it very well. It is our newest one out. I introduced it, I don't know, end of last year maybe. So it's still kind of new. But out of all the rares, other than the pearls and the pansies, I would say those are probably the most beautiful. And they're pretty large too, so I'm a little shocked on that. Not as shocked as the Autumn Ambers, but a little shocked. I was a little shocked. And then number 3, I don't know if anybody wants to guess. I will give you just a second on the bottom 3. It looked like I had a question, but maybe I didn't. I guess I don't. I thought I did. I'm gonna check out real quick. I did. It's not showing up anymore. Weird. That's weird. Give me just a second here, because it looks like my comments are not coming through. Sorry. Sorry. I don't know why an ad is on there either. I hate technology. I hate it. I loathe it. Oh, well, that would explain it. I don't remember where I was at. I'm not offline. Liars. Give me just a second, please. I'm almost there. Sorry. Okay, I am back, and I am wrong. Wow. Okay, I'm gonna get caught up real quick. But I don't know if anybody answered or if anybody guessed. But the lowest seller that we have, the lowest seller, are sparklies. Kind of surprising because they're on the larger side. They're pretty. They're not as pretty as the other rare colors. Um, it's a pansy and a jumbo mix, but sparklies are the lowest. Not by a lot, but a little bit. So that one, little shocking. Ralphie's probably my fault for not introducing them well. The autumn ambers, probably for sure my fault. But again, they're really close together. Sorry for the delay. I apologize. I did not realize that I had this many questions. I started slowing down and I apologize. So I will get back to it real quick and get these answered. There was a video on YouTube. I think I already... Oh yeah, I answered that. I answered that. Do you see yourself having jumbos and other... Oh, answer that. Okay, I'm not as behind as I thought. Is 24% okay for quail chicks, or should I get higher protein feed? 27% is ideal. 24% is fine. It's to be honest with you, if you're hatching out colors, 24% is fine. If you're doing jumbos, sorry, I was reading. If you're doing jumbos, I would recommend 20%. Or 27%. If you're doing jumbos, I would recommend 27% protein. I'm sorry. If you're doing colors, they're not going to get super large anyway. 24% is fine. You can always increase the protein with mealworms or other additives. What sort of eggs do you have? Will you have available? They are on the website, myshirefarm.com. You can check that out. Most colors are back on. This Saturday, we will be putting 2 of the jumbos back on as well, so I'm pretty excited about that. Volume is good. Thank you. Try adjusting your volume. Oh, not me. Fish makes eggs smell bad. I would agree. RNK Homestead in Oregon. Thanks for the egg, Zach. Our egg layers have just started laying at 6.5 weeks. Congratulations, that is a feat. That is awesome. Painting our quail eggs for sale right now. Awesome. Painting our quail egg for sale sign right now. That is awesome. Congratulations. It is really exciting when everything comes together. I'm very excited for you, very happy for you. And I'm thrilled. So good luck, and hopefully I can help you out in the future. So congratulations. Lena Gray, she is new as well. Thank you for joining. I hope you learned something, and I hope you had a little bit of fun. I am almost getting to the bottom. We already have played our games, but I'm 6 likes away from hitting 100. So if by chance you feel a little kind and like to get me to that 100 mark, I would really appreciate it. Thank you. Hello from Iowa. Welcome. Just got my confirmation number now, just excitedly awaiting my eggs so I can get started with the incubator. Wonderful. They should be there Tuesday. Good luck and keep me posted. And I'm sure you've been waiting a couple weeks, so I apologize. Hopefully we will not be doing that again. Where are you going to announce the winner? I don't know for what. I'm sorry. Please, on the Italian tuxes, they're my favorite color. I will be working on them. I had some really good ones, and it's a male. I know where he's at, so as soon as I have space, but something had to give. I've got too many things going on right now, so I had to put that one on the back burner. But it was coming along really well, and I don't think it'll take too long to do. So I'm pretty excited about that. How much do you sell your quail egg scissors cost? They're $3 each, plus shipping. But if you buy eggs, then there is no shipping. We just put in the box. I think they were like $3 to $6 plus shipping. Yep. Do you have any good recipe for pickled quail eggs? No, I do not. But somebody on here might. That would be a really good question to ask on our Facebook page, Newbie Quail Lovers. They probably would be able to give you a lot. Volume is good. Wonderful. You can make It's a Myth t-shirt. I do need to make It's a Myth t-shirt. I like it. I do have some things in the works, and I didn't want to go overboard, so I've only got 3 things planned, but more will be coming, and that's a great idea. More eggs tomorrow. Oh, I just shipped to you. Thanks working towards that 300 mark. Hello from Louisiana. Welcome, and I'm pretty sure I just shipped eggs to you. What is your personal favorite color of quail? The SSCs, the Schofield Silver Collection. It was our second color that we had, other than Jumbo Wilds, and I just feel loyal to them, I guess. I don't know. Plus, there's so many varieties of the silvers. I could go on and on why I love the silvers, but I like the silvers. I think, well, it doesn't matter why, I guess. Would you recommend indoors or outdoors? I would recommend indoors, but it's a personal preference. I know Tanya Long that's on here, or was on here. She's also on Facebook and BYC, Backyard Chickens. She has all of hers outdoors. She's not that far away from me. She's in Indiana. I'm in Ohio, and she has great success. I just never did. I am more of a production standpoint, so I got to take that in consideration. It just didn't seem like they were happy, but I'm sure I was doing something wrong. I'm sure. My incubator is the clear plastic 488 egg. My humidity was around 80%. Okay, I would keep the humidity at 80%, but I would double check to make sure everything's reading correctly. It could be. I mean, they could just be hatching a little bit late, which makes me think I would like to know what your temperature is. Just trying to help. Beautiful birds got autumn ambers. Yes, they are. Do you sell pearl quail eggs? We do. They are on the website now. Was thinking add more humidity to not have to open it. It's been dry here still. I don't think it's a humidity issue. I agree. Love to have one each of those males. I'm new, so you have been a great help. Can't stay. Can't. You're welcome. Sorry. I was furthering my question about humidity and temperature in my hatch. Yes, I got it. I need to know what your temperature is, though. Your humidity looks like it's on. I would make sure that it is reading correctly, though. Daughter wants to partake in your contest. Does she text her letter or write the letter? She can email it at Zack, Z-A-C-K, at myshirefarm.com, or she can email it to Jenna, Jenna, at myshirefarm.com. But she can also mail it to us, and it's 7497 Manning, M-A-N-N-I-N-G, Road, Miamisburg, Ohio, 45342. Either one. Hello from Conklin. Can't stay, but catching you on the replay. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for giving your support, and thanks for watching. Do you ever stop selling certain colors? When I get behind, I do. Yeah. Hi, Zach. What techniques uh-oh. I'm gonna need glasses. Do you use to ensure safe arrival of your shipped teens? Very good question. We have our process. We take care of them a couple days in advance, do a couple things for them in advance, which is probably our biggest thing. We use the bird box with a bunch of holes. We only put 5 on each side. We put food and cucumber in there, and they do fine. So, yeah, we have our process. We have sparkly and love them. I do too. Most have met jumbo size. I agree. Produce larger eggs. Also agree. And they're feather sexable. I agree as well. Their coloring is a favorite out of the 4 different colors we have. I highly recommend them. Yeah, I think it's me. I think it's just how I advertise them, how I sell them. I'm sure it's me. I'm sure. Because all 3 of those are really good. But they're all pretty good. I don't know. I'm sure it's me, though. Hello from California. Hatched out 22 out of 30 of your quail eggs, pearls and snowy. So happy. Congratulations. That's great. I am going to put 22 out of 25 because that is what you ordered, and that's how I feel that it's fair. But thank you for letting me know. I really appreciate it. Congratulations. We are almost there. I will be finishing this up soon. Thank you for staying patient. Thanks for watching. If you haven't, I'd really appreciate if you hit the like button. And thanks. Have 8 more days till lockdown on my 30 assorted jumbo quail. Dixie Delight Quail Farm in North Carolina. Good luck, and I hope to hear, I guess it won't be next week, in 2 weeks, the results. So good luck. How much is the shipping for quail scissors? I don't know. It's different everywhere. Not that much. But again, if you get eggs, then you're not paying for shipping. Are there any of your bloodlines in the UK? Good question. Yes, there are. In 3 different areas. Are you doing a giveaway this week that you mentioned last weekend? I did not get everything set up, and it's coming. I will be doing a giveaway. Now, when I do the giveaway, I will be doing a YouTube video in advance, probably that Friday, to let you guys know in advance. I want it to be fun and educational, and strictly for the YouTube live followers, because I appreciate you guys. I'm just not quite there yet. I really wanted to get the rest of these orders out, and I really felt awful for everything on my website saying out of stock, so I really wanted to get that stuff back on. We had a few quail that got pecked in the eye by another quail. We don't know who did it. Do you have any ideas on why? They stopped after we took the injured ones out. It could be a couple different reasons. Keep an eye on it. Hopefully it's fixed. Sounds like it is, so I wouldn't worry about it anymore. If it happens again, let me know and we'll look into it. But it sounds like that's over with, so good job. You've already fixed it. I'd love to order 30 eggs from you, but I have a 12 magic fly. I want to put all of them into the incubator and hand churn them. Do you think it is a good idea? I know the eggs will be good. Do all quail farms have the same breeds? I don't know if I understand the question. Do all quail farms have the same breeds? As far as Coturnics go, I do believe we have some colors that no one else offers. But I could be wrong. I really don't spend that much time looking at other farms. I do a little bit, but just to keep my knowledge up. But I really don't, I don't know. That's a good question. I do believe that we are the only ones that do have certain colors, though. I do believe. Are the color birds like tuxedos, sparklies, etc. good for meat? Yeah, we butcher them just like we do the jumbos. They're a little bit smaller, but yeah, they all taste the same. And again, look, I highly recommend the jumbo wilds. I highly do. They're the largest eggs, they're feather sexable. I love them. Not going to say anything negative about them. However, a jumbo wild is 14 ounces. A sparkly gets about 10.5 ounces. So really, we're only talking about 2.5 ounces. So if 2.5 ounces isn't important to you, then get color. But if your focus is just the larger the better, the larger the eggs the better, so on and so forth, then I would stay with the jumbo wilds. Which is a great question, and I'm glad you brought it up because I get that question quite a bit. It is a difference. There is no comparison to the jumbo wilds to anything else. Now, the jumbo Egyptians and the jumbo whites, they're 12 ounces. 3 or 4 of our colors get to 9.5 to 10.5 ounces. Fab Fees, Sparklies, things like that. Is an ounce worth it? Where you can get a much more fun color. It's a personal preference. It's personal preference. But it's a very good question. I get that asked quite a bit, and I'm glad you asked it. So thank you very much. Might have been the best question of the night. We separated our quail. We have 5. We have 1 by himself. Is that okay? It would be nice if he has someone with him. They like to be with others. So having them alone is not ideal, but on the same token, if you have 5 and it's a 1 to 4 ratio already, then you don't want to put the male in there, so there's really no choice. But he'll do fine. He'll do fine. Why do quail like cucumbers so much? It's not native to their region. I don't know. That's a good question. But they do, and we grow it in the garden, in the hoop house, and the greenhouse, and so that's what we stick with. Um, yes, that is correct. It is great to ship with. How many quails are on your farm? Very good question. We have 50, 51, 50 something. Don't know. We have over 5,000 quail. Can't remember the right number right now. I remember when we started this, man, I could tell you numbers like that. And there's just so many numbers in my head and so many customers and so many things to keep track of. I can't remember anything. When I yell at the kids for doing something, I usually go through at least 3 or 4 names before I get to the right kid. I'm like, and they all laugh, and then I can't be mad anymore. But man, my brain just doesn't work like it used to. I can tell you that. But I've got about 5,000. It can be done in, yeah, I agree. It can be done in any incubator. I truly believe that we give you the best chance for hatching. I think that our breeding program, I think our shipping process, I think that our, I do the best I can to give you the best product to do it with. Do you usually butcher the quail that are called for being picked on and have heavy feather loss right away, or do you wait till they're feathered back and heal first? No, I butcher them. I mean, it just depends. Typically, we don't butcher bullies. We just call them. I don't want them in there just in case I got to use a male, and I don't want to send a wrong male out or anything like that. That's going to be aggressive. So I call aggressors pretty fast, and you can typically tell who they are pretty fast, pretty young. And then as far as the ones that get pecked on, we really don't have that many issues. And it just depends on, we try to catch it. I mean, we are literally in every cage every day for something. We're doing inventory, we're checking the cages, we're checking to make sure everything's working, we're checking the waters, we're checking the feeders, we're cleaning the feeders, we're cleaning the waters. There's something that we're doing in every cage each day. So we really try to minimize that as much as possible. But very good question. I have a similar incubator. Most of my 30 eggs fit in the turner. I just had a few to manually turn off to the side. Thanks, Mr. Black. Appreciate it. I have an incubator and only 18 eggs could fit. And can you sell me 18? Do you sell button? We do not sell button quills. We only specialize in Guternics. Can you keep male pairs together with no females? If not, what's the lowest number recommended for a bachelor pad? We do have a bachelor pad, and we put up to 50 in the bachelor pad, and it just depends. I would say there's probably no less than 20 in at time, and there's no more than 50. And we've got a side just for males. So yeah, they can still, I mean, again, you can have an aggressor, you need to find it and call it before you use it in your breeding program, or destroy the rest of the males and they won't look as good when you butcher. But yeah, they really don't, as long as they have enough room, they really don't have a problem with it. Very good question. Another way to look at the 2-ounce difference is feed cost is the only plan to keep for meat. Larger birds, I've noticed, will eat more than the smaller birds. Absolutely, that is a very valid point. The jumbo wilds can eat you out of house and home. That is for sure. Hi Zach, what are currently your top 5 colors in regards to bird weight and egg size? Very good question. I am going to write that down. I will do some numbers. I will check. I could probably do the top 3 right now, but the top 5, not too sure about. But that would be a great thing to do next week. I like it. We will use that. Top 5 colors and weight. Great idea. Great idea. Hilltop Outdoors. Or button quail aggressive. I have no idea. I've never had button quail. Skin on or skin off preference. It doesn't matter. We keep the skin on now, but we didn't used to, and it's just because we butcher so many at one time, it's easier to leave it on. But it's a personal preference. Doesn't really matter. And that, ladies and gentlemen, friends and quail lovers, that was the last question. So thank you, everyone, for showing up. Thank you for watching. Thank you for hanging in there. Thank you for asking your questions. Thank you for everything. I really appreciate you. I hope that I helped. I hope that I made it a little bit enjoyable tonight. I hope. If I didn't, I will try to do better next week. And if you have any questions, I will be back online Sunday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, like always. I will have an announcement with Terry from Katernik's Corner next Sunday. We'll have another date planned. And I've got some exciting news. Hopefully that will be planned or panned out where I can announce it next week. I was really hoping to announce it this week, and it didn't work out. So that was a bummer. But I did get stuff back on the website. I know a lot of you were waiting. Thank you for being patient. Thank you for waiting. I know that you have other options that you can go to, so thank you for your loyalty. I am doing and will do and continue to do the best that I can to give you the best product that I can. So again, thank you everyone. I appreciate it, and we will see you next Sunday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Everybody stay safe, have a great night, and we'll see you then. Thanks.